Hello Ben and Sophie, I've got another story for you. Remember last time we talked about the gauge, that's the railway track size. Well, we're on to treble O, back to the smallest size where we don't see any people because they're too tiny. Anyway, it's 1943 in France during the war, and this is a small French port on the coast of Brittany. And you can see a few things going on. Because the Germans are here, there's a gun emplacement here. There's a ferry. They're still using sailing boats. There's an oil tanker. And you can see what's happening here, Ben. They're using this grab on their big travelling crane to unload coal and gradually filling up the trucks, ready to take the coal train away. A few other boats here. Going back a bit, there's a German armoured train and a big railway mounted gun. And you can see there's a crane there, and that lifts the shells from the truck because they're so heavy. Lifts them round to be loaded into the gun. So that's for coastal defence. And a few other things. There's a little, this is called a pillbox. You see it's got an entrance here, and then it's got these little slots where they would fire from. And the Germans have brought in a flak wagon. That's a truck with guns that fire at planes. You can see they're pointing right up in the sky. So that's a German flak wagon. That's the canteen for the crew. They go down there to get their cup of coffee. Anyway, I've just heard the news at the German headquarters here, with all the lights on, that a submarine has been damaged. And it's so badly damaged by depth charges that it won't make it to Lorient, the submarine base. And they're going to bring it in here and see if they can repair it here quickly. And here it is. They've just brought it out of the water. It's the U-129. And they've got to get it up. And of course, they need some people to help. So the officer in charge, he drives as quickly as he can. He has to go around this way. Whoops. We've got to assess what needs doing. This is it. And he has a look, and he needs workers quickly. They come in the works bus. I think this is the quickest way to go, yeah. Got to go this way, a bit windy. Full of workers. Some of them are French, some of them are German. And they've got to see what to do. First, they better get it up out of the water. Now, this would be an electric or diesel winch, but we can just wind it up. Get that great big submarine up out of the water, up the slipway, so it can be repaired. So they can patch all the holes and repair the engine and so on. But they need a lot more. And they need a crane. Here's the crane coming. It goes the same way. Get the crane up ready to move things. And these trucks, they'll come along as well. It's going to be a bit crowded, isn't it? Perhaps we'll take the bus back. And these trucks, they've got some scaffolding there so the workers can get up and work on the side of the submarine, got the ladders, probably go on both sides, see where all the damage is. Take the trucks away. And I think they may need a new engine in the submarine, a new diesel engine. So in the workshop here, have a look inside. I think you've seen this before. This train's come in and it's brought a big new diesel engine, submarine engine, and it's on the travelling crane. I'm going to take it out on the crane, and the truck's going to take that, let's put this back, to the submarine, and they'll try and fit that catch on it there. And he goes all the same way as the other one. And he's there ready for this new engine to be fitted in the submarine. So they're all very busy, but the problem is the British are taking photographs all the time of the coast, and from this airfield in England, a Spitfire takes off. This is the airfield here. You can see the camouflaged buildings, and that's the radar tower there. Anyway, you're going to take off, and he's specially fitted with cameras from a very high altitude, really high, higher than the guns can fire, and he flies over, just a routine flight, taking photos, and what do you think the photos will show? They'll show that submarine, won't they? So he comes back, the photos are sent off to the place where they analyse the photos. A lot of women worked there. They looked at the photos and they said, we've got to do something about that submarine. It'll be repaired soon. So the British have 2 planes here which they can use. They've got a Mustang, it's got some bombs, and a Typhoon which can fire rockets. Just the 2 available at the moment. Off they go. And they fly in, and of course the flak wagons, they're firing away, boom, 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 boom. They can turn around and fire at different directions. And they drop bombs. Go get the bombs. Boom. Now that's a bad miss. That's no good there out in the sea. And then another one, a miss. They got one more chance. So the Mustang comes in. Boom. And the blast is right next to the dock, and it knocks the submarine off its cradle and smashes it up, and really it's probably beyond repair now because they'll never get it back on the cradle, and it's got more holes in it. So that's the end of that submarine which was sinking all those British ships. So that's the end of that little story. Bye bye.